Good. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Hey everybody, welcome. Just gonna roll right into it. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of This is the Future.
Unfortunately.
All right. I feel like we're kind of newscasters, like almost like Ron Burgundy. You're like,
Yeah. We
stay
we
classy, San Diego. I feel like we have a catchphrase.
we give the people what they want and what they deserve.
That's right.
What they're looking for.
Well, not that the audience would know anyway, but we did start a few minutes late today because Alex had to go back to hair and makeup
I
and
did.
get some things sorted out so we could look good for the episode. Would you like to tell him the adjustments that had to be made?
Well, like 20 minutes before we clocked on here, was
Can't
I
take
was
it.
shaving my face and my back and behind my knees, tops of my feet, just those places. Very hairy. Anyways, I was shaving and our bathroom is the wall of the bathroom is where on the other side is the backyard, and there's the sun is always shines in the window. So sometimes I don't turn the light on because it seems bright enough. So I started shaving, got done shaving, clocked on here with Tony, realized bathroom was not bright enough. About 2.5 minutes ago, I had a mustache. And it went like this.
He did.
And I looked and I was like, holy, and I just said out loud to Tony, this I fucked up. My mustache is bad. And he was like, oh, now that you say, yeah, it looks like shit. And so I just got back from shaving from hair and makeup. And I just shaved it all the way the fuck off because either you're either first or last. And so
we just I'm sorry.
lesson is when you're doing something with a razor and your face and hair, turn on the fucking light.
And when you're done with whatever you're doing, check your work.
Yeah, I just ran out of the room, fucking just like, all right, done, and left.
Done.
I mean, there's fucking hair in this thing still. I mean, it's just like I just left.
Dude, I would hope there's hair in the sink because you left for a minute and a half. And I thought you were just gonna, cut the leg off of this one and be fine, but no, you came back fully shaved. So
Yeah.
bathroom I bet it's a little roughed up.
Well, I would be down there still if I was like, because knowing me, I would be like, oh, I went too short and I had to go back up and all of a sudden then I probably had a Hitler mustache after that.
Exactly.
Then I would have to shave that off because
And just so we're clear, I did plead with Alex that he would just do it on the show, but he wouldn't do it. I was asking him to just use the show as his mirror and, he doesn't have to pull an eight off, but if he did, it would have been kind of funny for a second, but it didn't
yeah.
happen.
That is funny for a half a second, and then you have to
Well, you
immediately
just keep going.
yeah. Or you just go or you put on a like a little hat and you go, I'm Charlie Chapman, and everything's fine. You fall down, it's fine.
Oh, well, that minute and a half I used well. I had a full bowel movement, the whole thing. It was great.
What?
No kidding. You didn't hear me? I thought I was passing a snake. It was fantastic. Like,
Really?
yeah, what's amazing is you are clean shaven in a minute and a half. I am relieved, like fully relieved in a minute and a half. So we both get shit done. No pun intended.
You really in a minute you did
Dude,
that?
it's still in there. Standing up, saluting me.
I
Fastest
can't
shitter
do
in
it.
7 states.
I'd still be taking off my pants right now.
I
All
know.
about
I know. I've seen it. It's terrible.
it's no a minute and a half. There's something wrong with you. You gotta check. There's not
I
no,
can't believe you're clean shaven right now. It really blows my mind. We both have skills.
well, here's the thing. I didn't use like a Bic razor. I just used like a
Trimmer.
yeah, just went
From here, it looks clean shaven because I'm not going to run my fingers along it. Wouldn't work.
It's
But
because our cameras are so good; they pick up everything.
well, it was quite a feat. We probably should have opened the show like that. Just you go trim your face. I take a shit. There's a minute and a half of silence, and then we're back.
No, we're back.
Yeah, that'd be a good opener. Sorry, we're not here right now.
we're shitting and shaving, shaving and shitting.
That's right.
Hi, how is everybody? How are you, Tony? How are you?
I'm
Tony.
good. Are you reading a script?
Yes, I am. I am. Now pick yours up. It's time to do a table read.
Okay. Speaking of reading, I did read. We had a comment on the last episode, which I thought would be it was cool. So basically, we've been attributed to clearing one of our viewers' sinuses from giving her a case of the snorts. So
Oh,
that means translation. We were funny on the last episode. So
oh, well, at least we were funny.
that's right. You know, as I told her, we're cheaper than Claritin. So tell your friends, we'll hook you up.
Well, I mean, at least we were funny that time, you know.
125 episodes. We finally nailed one.
Hey, we're like the little giants, man. Just that one time.
Oh no! Did you just quote a fucking football movie? A kids
Well, yeah,
football
dude,
movie?
the best football movie ever made, Tony.
Dude, dust just came out of my ears. I had to go deep
Yeah,
into the
well,
archives for the Little Giants.
The
Oh my
Little Giants,
god!
the best football movie ever made, hands down. It's good. Yeah, it has life lessons in it. It's not just about guts and glory. Life lessons. They could beat us 99 times out of 100. We still got that one time.
Was Rick Moranis the football coach?
Yeah, he was.
He was. Oh no! I actually remember this fucking movie. Oh my god, that's
Like
great.
the one kid puts his lunch in his helmet and
Yeah.
he gets tackled and or whatever, and he's like, "My mom made that." You know, great line. That's what I would do.
So you watched it for the food as you drink your cheeseburger.
Yep.
Gotcha. That's fucking great. Little Giants. Where the hell? What the fuck were you doing this week? Where did that come from?
No, I always that's a line I pull out all the time.
Oh,
I'm telling you, it's
I
a
thought you
good.
were gonna say I always watch that and bust open the VHS
I
with the
haven't
big
seen
plastic case, the white.
I have one of those somewhere. No, I haven't seen that movie in like I don't know, probably the last time you saw it. I don't know, like
Fuck, I don't think you were born yet when I saw that.
20 years ago, maybe. Maybe even probably, yeah. So, but no, it just stuck with me. It just stuck with me. That's how good
He
that
put the hook
movie
in you.
that lesson, how good that lesson is, stuck with me for over 20 years.
Well, I didn't learn a lesson from that movie so much as I did from the Mighty Ducks, but I learned how to stand up to my fears when they taped the goalie to the goal, and they
Mhm.
sat there and sent slap shots at him for 45 minutes.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you remember that, but then he waddled away with the goal stuck to him, and I just thought that was the greatest thing in the world. So,
Goldberg,
that's right, exactly.
Goldberg. Yeah. I learned that Emilio Estevez could walk on ice with just shoes on. That's pretty cool.
Not just shoes; those are like dance shoes. Those are, the little, maybe those are clogs. That'd be cool if he went out there and clogged on the ice.
The regular old Michael Flat League over there.
What are you little kids crying about? I can dance on this shit. You can't even skate. So how was your week, dude?
It was a pretty good week. I did my normal things. I went to well, I actually just went to one place, but I got two things that I love. Went to a toy store, Primo's Toys here in Portland. Now it's called Primo's Toys Records and Cantina, I think it's called now.
He didn't double down, he tripled down.
Did we go there? Did we go to a toy store when you were here last?
I think we remember most of them were closed. We went to one down on Burnside.
Yeah, we didn't go to Primo's because Primo's was closed, but we went to Billy Galaxy's. But my favorite toy store, probably one of my favorite places, is Primo's, and now it's he keeps on adding on to it. He has toys, and he has like old school video games. Like he has arcade like video games, like probably 3 or 4 of them, and then
Oh
he
yeah.
has like Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and like TV so you could play him. And then now he has records, and he has a bunch of records for sale now. And you could, like, if you want to listen to one, he'll put one over to speaker. If you want to listen to one There's another like turntable you could like listen to it just on headphones, and he had a great deal going where it was 5 records for $20,
The fuck?
and I got they're all used. They're all used records,
Sure.
but I got 5 records. Some of them, most of them were for like Cali. There was Beatles, Joe Cocker, Bad Company, Paul Simon,
Mm-hmm.
and what's the other, another one. But I got 5 of them, and then I got a toy, of course, because
Got to treat yourself.
that's why I go in there.
So what
So
toy
I
did you
did
get?
that. Yeah, it was good. And I'm something I've always known that I like, but I was listening to this Joe Cocker album. It was this greatest hits one, and
Oh, I bet
Joe
it is.
Cocker rules. He's
Fuck
fucking
yeah, he does, man. That dude is just a power vocalist, and he's like he looks possessed when he sings.
yeah.
He's
Well,
like,
yeah.
yeah. She came in through the bathroom window. It's like, all right, fuck. You look like you're
I mean,
actually climbing into a bathroom window right now, Joe.
something's going through that dude when he sings. It's like
It's fucking he's channeling something. It's
yeah.
some Stranger Things shit going on for sure. Yeah, definitely.
It's God, the devil, something spiritual.
Yeah, and it's he's more like a cover. He does a lot of covers, right? Like, I don't know how many originals he's done,
Oh, I don't know.
but yeah, check out his catalog. He's done a lot of good covers, but it just seems to me like he's like, yeah, I could cover that. Let me smoke a pack of Newports first. He's like, ah! It's like, it sounds like Bobcat, you know? Ah, stroke away, put the batteries. Ah!
Yeah.
If Bobcat Goldthwait could sing, it would be Joe Cocker.
I think you're right.
Oh shit! So what toy did you get, man?
I got this one.
It's close by. I know it would be.
It's another. I
Is it
have this toy. I don't know if you, it's kind of hard to see.
Terminator? Is it the
It's from the
first?
first movie, and I
Oh.
have this toy already. I think I already have it 2 more times, at least once. Yeah, I already have it. I have it twice, but now I have it 3 times. But
Why?
well, because it's a different release. It's from a different company.
Hmm.
Yeah, those 2 reasons. And this one is worth more than those other 2. So the other 2 I have are from the same company and the same release. I just bought 2 of them, one boxed, one unboxed. I took one out of the package and I got one in the package. But this one is from a different company. It's from Mediacom Toys, and it's the other one is from it's a NECA, and it's just this is like a newer release. Those were released a couple years ago, and yeah, it's just different. That's all. And this one's worth more because I paid more for it. And yeah, so as far as Terminator toys, there's really, besides like old ones, and I have a lot of those. I don't have much more to get. Like
Right.
I have quite a there's less that I don't have than there is more than I don't have. Like I have, what I mean? Like
I get
have
it.
most of them. I
Right.
have
Only a few left.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
Got to get them all.
yeah, that's what I did. Pretty standard, pretty good weekend for me.
Nice.
Oh, hey, by the way, Tony, your face is cut off. Get a little, yeah, there you go. Or move your computer or something. Because yeah. Because you were like, yeah, there we go. Hey, yeah, right there. Perfect.
Still gonna hunch down. I'll try.
That's fine. You can hunt.
You need more neck. I get it. There you go.
All right.
But now I don't have it. Now I don't have a top to my head. I look like a freaking egg.
Hey man, between a crooked mustache and a hunchback, we're doing good.
That's the first time I've been called a hunchback. It's not going to be the last.
It's not the first time I had a crooked mustache.
No.
It's just
You've had them before. I just never told you.
Oh man.
Real friends don't tell each other that shit.
I think it is more than I had a crooked mustache. I think my face is crooked. and when I have hair on it, it just
Right?
I you know what it, and also is I have weird cowlicks like all over my. I have a cowlick in like the back of my neck, at the back of my hairline, like back here,
Hmm.
here,
Right.
and also like when I if I grow a beard, this like it comes out longer here, like down lower than it does here, and I don't know. It's all fucking. It's not that interesting, but that could be why too.
Nice. Yeah, I have a couple of those cowlicks too. I remember my grandpa. I just remember he told me one time. He was like, "You know how you got all them cowlicks, right?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Because when you were born, a cow licked your head." I was like,
Yeah.
"Far out." How the fuck did that happen in the suburbs?
Well, I was told the same thing. I
That's
think. I mean, that's
it.
what.
Must be a true story then.
Well, I think that's why they call it that because it. You know,
What are cows doing around infants?
it's like a poor man's version of a christening. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah, the bubble bath thing. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah. Instead of taking your kid to a Catholic church and all that stuff, you just take it to a holy cow and
Hmm.
and then that just licks the baby, and then that's it.
Sounds unappealing. Just kidding. I don't want to do it.
Um, how you been, man? How was your
I'm
week?
good, man. Haven't been I didn't do much this weekend. It was, the play went to the bar and watched the Eagles play the Niners.
Mhm.
That was easy. I haven't ever just sat there for 4 hours straight and had the server keep coming over to be like, "Are you guys still good?" I'm like, "We're staying for the whole game." But she kept asking every 10 minutes. I was like, "I'm still staying." A
Right.
little weird, but yeah. Honestly, mostly what I've been doing is just watching fucking TV. Kind of boring, but I would have to say that I found a new hustle, meaning that because the streaming services don't have contracts, the best thing to do to save a little money is to just have one at a time and just binge the shit out of it. Try to get as much of that content as you can within a month and then move on to the next one. I
Mhm.
haven't done that yet, but it's a good philosophy. But because of that philosophy, I have Paramount Plus right now, and I'm on it. I already canceled it. So I'm long story short, there's the fuck man, what's it called? The mayor of
Ah.
Kingston, mayor of Kingstown.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen
Have you
that.
seen that?
That.
That's fucked up. That's
Hmm.
great. Like that
Yeah.
is some serious fucking that is a mix of Ozark and Oz. Yeah.
Oz.
I
I
just
mean,
you
I
just
haven't.
need that dude sitting there like how they used to do that in Oz, they would film him, the guy in the wheelchair, and he would talk all heavy and shit. I
Yeah,
miss that.
I
Like
haven't. I haven't heard Oz being referenced in a while.
hey,
That's
that was a rad show, man. That got me through high school. That was great.
pretty.
70s show and Oz. But yeah, the mayor of Kingstown, I'm binging that right now. And I know this is a little fucked up, but they're in the second season. And I figure, well, I doubt they're going to make a third anytime soon because their lead character, as far as I know, if he's still in it, is in, he's in the hospital in real life. Jeremy
Oh,
Renner, if that's how you pronounce his last name, for, his snow cat incident.
oh
So
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah, so I was like, all right, my cheap ass is thinking, well, they're not going to make a third season right now. So if I just binge the shit out of it, I'll get caught up, and next year I'll rent it, I'll get it again. Fuck them.
Right.
Yeah, shit's
Okay.
expensive. Hyperinflated has been the phrase I've heard around my dinner table. Hyperinflated.
Damn. Yeah.
So yeah, do what you can. You can't save on some bills, but you can fuck with other ones.
What your little hustle? Your hustle, um, is such a the way you described it. It's such a like a stoner way to think about things. Like I got this idea. I haven't done it yet, man, but fuck, I got this fucking idea. I got this hat, man. Whoop, goes
I got
fucking.
ideas, man, and that's all I need. It's a
Man, I got a
shitload of
denim
ideas.
jacket on it even, but I got fucking ideas.
I got dreams, big ones.
Big ones.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's hard to cancel Netflix. Well, it was hard, but honestly, like right now it wouldn't be. They don't have anything going on I haven't seen. HBO's got to go. I'm just trying to finish Big Bang Theory. I only have 7 seasons of that left, so like 2 weeks. And then the one I don't like, Amazon. I don't like Amazon. And the reason I don't like Amazon is because I've bought maybe 20 movies on there, like digital, and I'm also paying monthly just like everyone else is. The free shipping ain't that free anymore. And honestly, if you let go of Amazon, I could be wrong, and if someone knows, please tell me, but I don't think you can stream those movies anymore that you paid for. If you're not paying for Amazon, I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, I don't think so. I think
See what
that's
they got you by the fucking balls. And personally, I think that if you pay for digital, if you pay for movies, $20 or whatever you paid for them on Amazon, and you don't want to have Amazon anymore, I think Amazon should have to send you a physical copy of each one of those movies because you
right.
fucking paid for them.
You paid for them, yeah, but that's
But
how
I
they do.
really, I don't. It's what's what drives me nuts about corporations. I know this is how they survive, but they survive on shady principles and lazy humans. Right? Like they know you're not going to disconnect shit because you're fucking lazy. Plus, they make it hard to disconnect it because you're not going to spend more than 30 seconds of screen time trying to find it. So they got you dead to rights. But that's a little extra shady. It's like, wait a minute, I have to have Amazon to view the things, to keep paying to view the things I've already paid for.
Right.
Wow, that's a drug dealer mentality. Whoever came up with that invented that in prison. Wow.
Yeah, and the mob.
Well, I mean, like I said, I've been watching Kingston, people. I know what the fuck's going on now. I understand the modern. I've been last 24 hours, 7 episodes. I'm in. I get it.
Right.
I understand crime now. Just like Neo in the Matrix. As soon as he was plugged in, I know how to fight. That's how I feel about prison. I understand it now.
You're all ready for prison. You're all ready for it.
No, fuck no. I don't want to do anything with that. Like, if I'm getting locked up, just throw me over a bridge. I'm out. Fuck this.
Well, joking, but yeah, yeah, just binging. I mean, I feel like that's all anyone does anymore. Really,
it's a winter thing. Whatever.
it is that. That's true.
It's cold out. Like, fuck it, whatever.
So speaking of your watching football and stuff, I mean, that's kind of been a topic this episode all of a sudden, by the two of us is so your City Birds are going to the Super Bowl, yeah? Again? So
They did. They're gonna go again. Yeah. And did you catch any of the footage of what happened after they won on Sunday?
No, but I figured something.
It's pretty good. I didn't see anybody eating shit or anything. I guess that's one shot, one kill type thing. But horse shit, by the way. We don't eat real shit. That's weird. But there was a bunch of people
like real shit,
horse shit, people, horse shit. Safety first.
So horse shit's not real shit.
Not to us bright people in this city, let me tell you. And I gotta say something, like, I don't know what it is, but every time Philly like makes the headlines, everyone just talks about how fucking evil we are. Like, apparently one of the Niners players' girlfriends, wives, whatever, good for her, made the big time. She was complaining because we just weren't that friendly, and she don't think she'll ever be back to our stadium. Well, I'll tell you what, honey, them seats ain't cheap, and you can just go ahead and leave that one available for me, okay? We don't want you to visit our stadium. I'm going to be clear. Those are our seats. Our old stadium was twice as big. All the season ticket holders they lost half their tickets when they built the new stadium. So what I'm saying is there's no room for you to come visit your team at our stadium. We don't want you here. You don't have to come visit. Fuck off. I don't care. Like, I'm not an asshole when I go to Eagles games. I'm not. I sit there. They're expensive. I watch the game. I'm not there to bust your chops. I don't give a shit what team you're with. If you traveled however far to see your team, I hope they win for you. Honestly, that's me being straight. But when it comes to the internet and people bitching, I can't defend you from those knuckleheads. What do you expect? We live for football. We have blue collar jobs and we eat horse shit when we win. What were you expecting? Like, of course we're assholes. Like, but so what? I don't understand. Well, I mean, like, is every other city in this country like amazing? I've been there. I didn't feel amazed. Like, the fans aren't nice fans. I don't get it. What is so offensive about us?
Well, here's the thing. Never been to Philly, so this is an outsider's perspective. Okay.
Yeah.
But an outsider's perspective who knows someone who lives there, who knows someone very well who lives there. Okay. So let me just kind of both sides in a way. All right. All right. So you said, are we that bad? Well, no, but typical Philly people, I think, in what I've seen, want say it's bad. Welcome to Philly, bitch, kind of thing. Like, and then just like most people, every person on the planet, when someone's like, man, that's kind of you guys are rude. We're not fucking rude. Fuck you.
Exactly.
So it's like, I got anything to say about people from that side of the country, make up your mind.
We've made
You're
it up.
either rude or not. You're either rude or not. You either think you're rude or not. You're either like, no, we're not rude. Sorry if if you felt that way. No, we're not fucking rude. Fuck you.
I think that's
these are our seats. We're not rude. These are ours. Don't come to the game then. We're not rude. Just don't come to the fucking game. Don't come to our stadium. We're not rude though.
I'll be honest. I don't want you to come to our games because the seats are expensive and I can't afford them. I don't care if you come, but I'd rather if you didn't. Stay in your. If you don't like Philly, then stay in your cozy stadium, and we'll go to this one, this shithole that we have, and we'll deal with it. I mean, they're not gonna fuck with me, because I keep my mouth shut. Don't say, and I never understood this. I understand, but I don't understand. If you know Philly's a pain in the ass, you already know that. You have the internet, Why? Why in the fuck would you wear your colors? Don't.
That's another thing I was gonna say is
Disagree. You're asking. Like unfortunately, you're asking for it. We're not mature enough for that. That's the truth. We're not mature enough.
That's another thing I was gonna say is like both sides is like, well, Philly already has that reputation of that, and it's just like they're rude. Well, yeah, you don't know that. Is this your first time on Earth? Like, of course, that's the whole thing there. But then also, just because you're like, well, I'm just just because you're honest doesn't mean you're not rude. That kind of
yeah, I get it. I'm much safer in this corner of the country.
I think it's great that side of. I think it's interesting and funny to me that side of the country has that, like,
fuck you mentality. Yeah. The funny
thing, I got a backwards hat on and I had a crooked mustache 20 minutes ago. I'm fucking into it.
Well, the thing is like, I'm not like, listen, I wouldn't go to Boston, and I've talked to my family about this. I wouldn't go to Boston, and I wouldn't go to New York in my Phillies gear. I know people that live here that would be like, fucking pussy. Like, hey, I don't care. I'm not doing that because I'm not going to give them a reason. Seriously, when the Red Sox play the Yankees at the home in where the Yankees play in New York City, the nurses down the street at the hospital actually try not to work that night because of how many people get their frickin' heads bashed in. And that's New York and Boston. Philly's down south. We're the friendliest of the three assholes. We're down here. But what's funny to me is it's like, don't come to the stadium where people already wound up a bunch of dickheads and be like, I'm a Niners fan. I'm a Niners fan. I'm a Niners fan. Be like, fuck you. Like, that's what you're going to get. They want to win. They want to. You saw what happened. Maybe you saw what happened after the game. A bunch of people were jumping up and down on a bus stop. Half the bus stop collapsed and they ate shit. Right?
Right.
They wanted that to happen. They needed that win so they could go eat shit through a bus stop. Don't take this away from these people. They need this stupid shit. We had to spend our tax dollars to have people go grease up all the poles, all the light poles in the city before the game. What happened after the game? Challenge accepted. Everyone went out there, put their bear claws on, and climbed those poles. Fuck grease. You don't understand. We're not that bright. Okay? So you can't come here and be like, oh, yeah, we're from a city that's progressive and we have an open mind and we treat people with respect. Then stay there. What the fuck are you coming here for? This is the moronic playground. Are you crazy?
I get it. That's like going to prison and thinking that you might not get stabbed. There's a high chance you're. That's like going to war and thinking you're not going to get shot at. That's like going to anywhere that's really sunny and not wearing sunscreen and thinking you're not going to get sunburn. You know what I mean? It's like that's like I'm not going to wear a seatbelt. I won't fly through the windshield. You might. You know what I mean? That's one of those things where it's like, but you didn't think that was going to happen. Like you could wear an at my work they have a big sign and it's a joke and it's a big sign. It's in Lakers colors. And it says Lakers. It says Laker fans pay double. You know what I mean? It's a funny joke, but still in progressive, scared ass Portland, there's still a little bit of that, a little bit of shoulder checking.
Well, there better be, or I ain't coming. But
yeah, there's still a little bit of that. So you got to expect that where no matter where you go, you're wearing a different team's colors. There's going to be at least a little bit, no matter where you're at. So yeah, you got to expect when you're going to fucking Philly that's going to happen.
Right. And I'm being honest with you.
The playoffs. You're playing in the playoffs. It's like it's
right. Yeah. I mean, listen, when I'm in Portland and I'm going to Sixers games, I'm not wearing I'm going to Blazers games. I'm not wearing my Sixers shirt. I'm wearing a Blazers shirt because I'm living in fucking Portland. I'm going to Blazers games. Like that's it. You know what I mean? You don't listen. You don't go pulling on the tail of a tiger. You just don't. So that's why I said, don't go to don't pay all this money, go to the game, have a shitty experience, bitch about it on the internet. It's like, you could have saved all that money and all that thumb fucking on your phone, just not going. It doesn't matter. It's like, if I was going to pay to go see another game, I would do it mainly for cost. If I was going to see like the Eagles play another team, I would go if it was super cheap. Like the Arizona Cardinals were really bad this year. Their tickets they usually are. They're like cheap as fuck, like $50. They'll go up if they're playing a really competitive team. But like one year, I think a few years ago, all the Eagles fans flew to Arizona. Like that's what happened. It was like, we'll all go to Arizona. It's a cheap ass game, and we won, of course. But it was like, that's why I would go. You know what I mean? It's like because it's cheap, because it makes sense, not because shit, the Niners are going to be in the Super Bowl. What? Like, no, they're not. No, they're not. Are you kidding me? Like, you want to hear something kind of funny? Like, they only give us 4 hours. I could be wrong, but I think it's like 4 or 6 hours to tailgate. This is all because of how just obnoxiously drunk we've been punished over the years for our behavior. Okay. We have been punished. We're only allowed to have like a 4-hour fucking tailgate.
Wait, only?
Yeah. What the fuck? You used to tailgate for like 7 days, like Woodstock. Now it's like some people never left the parking lot. They waited till the next game. But now it's like
6 hours seems like plenty to me.
4 hours. It's amazing how much beer people can drink in 4 hours. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I could be fucking. I could be blacked out in an hour if
I've seen it.
Give me a second. I can be blacked out in an hour, but I mean, all I'm saying with this is like everybody has a dog in the fight, and I think it's like, yes, people from Philly are probably some of them are probably dickheads. The stereotype probably is a little bit true, but also don't go try to pet a barking dog that's showing its teeth,
right? And
then be surprised when you get bit. I'm just saying, what did you think was going to happen when you're running down the hallway with scissors in your hands? What did you think was going to happen? I got so many good analogies,
Keep going.
And you know what? They all make sense. They all make good sense. They're all straight as my mustache was. I'll tell you that.
Nice. That's good. I think that the funny thing is, like, I don't hear any complaints out of like New York, like the Meadowlands, the Giants. I haven't heard any horror stories of like issues up there or anything like that. And it's funny because I hear horror stories about baseball, as I mentioned, in both like I want to go to Fenway Park and I want to go to the Yankee Stadium just because there's some of the most prestigious and oldest, that kind of thing. It's like visiting a monument. But I don't want to go on a day they're playing the Phillies. And I wouldn't wear my Phillies shit because I don't need poop thrown at it. And I know, and I hope and I trust and I pray that if I did go to a Phillies game in my Phillies shit, that I would be taunted. Because that's what I expect. Because it's the fucking Northeast. So don't come here from fucking Disneyland and be like, why are the clowns punching me? Be like, what the fuck do you think? They're angry clowns. They're not happy clowns. Google your shit before you get here, man. I feel bad for you. That's what I'm saying. I'm the sad guy. I'm like, hey, don't pick on them. Come on. You're like, fuck you. You're like, you're right. Anyway, go Eagles. I'll shut my mouth before I become the thing that gets shoved up their ass. I don't want to be that one. So I'm good. Hey, that skinny fuck over there. I think he'll get shoving up that San Fran fan's ass. Let's try this. Okay, no. San Fran fan. That's good.
San Fran fan's ass.
San Fran fan's ass. San Fran fan's ass.
Trans Am.
Say it.
Trans Am.
Trans Am. Did you just say Trans Am?
Yeah.
Sped it up too fast.
Trans Am, Trans Ams.
Trans Ams.
Fans of
San Fran fan drove a Trans Am. Oh, shit on me. That's funny. Yeah, so anyway, I don't care who wins the Super Bowl because you know, whatever.
You know who else?
Honestly, they've been taught everyone says that the Eagles haven't been tested this year, the whole season. Like none of those games that we won meant anything. So it'll be interesting to see what they do against the Chiefs. Honestly. Okay. I mean interesting. I don't mean they need to beat them, go fucking Eagles. No. They're a good team. I'm excited to see the game. That's it. Hope they play well.
Huh, yeah.
That's it. But see, that's how a good fan acts, people, right there. Just so you know. I don't give a shit. I hope both teams win. I don't give a flying fuck. Just everyone have fun. That's it. They've already won. Kind of. Stadium's got a shit. Well, think of it. The stadiums, the owners of the teams, they make all this is where they make their money. The stadiums make a shitload of money because they get extra games, which is crazy. If you think about it, that what the Eagles get 1 or 2 extra games. I don't remember. But in any case, anything in the playoffs was all played at home so far. Cha-ching, cha-ching. When they do the World Series, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. The more games they play, like for this World Series, the Phillies were in it, which was awesome. Each team played 3 home games. You know, both of those owners were like, yeah, millions upon millions. Plus those tickets were hundreds to thousands of dollars. Also with football, I checked 10 minutes before the game, Eagles tickets were $2,000 for the shittiest seat. $2,000. They're usually $150. So
that's a lot.
$2,000. $2,000. Thank God they won. Holy shit, this town would still be on fire with horse shit right now if they didn't win. So yeah, whatever, man. I don't care. I like to watch the game. It's fun, but the hoopla and the horse shit, I'm glad I'm not a part of it. I'm not proud of, I don't have to be proud of this place. This place isn't something you have to be proud of. Like the dude punched, the last time we won, we beat the Vikings to go to the what is it? The Super Bowl. Yeah. Dude punched a horse. He punched a horse. Why? There weren't any horses in the game, but he punched a fucking horse. So we're stupid. It's dumb. Dumb. So, you know, don't come to Dumb Town and expect amazing things. It's not going to happen.
Hopefully the same person that punched the horses they had to eat the horse shit, you know.
They were different separate events on the same, I believe the same night, which is a shame. You know, you have to just imagine, like, you sober up, you're in jail, like, what the fuck did I do? Like, you punched a horse. Be like, what? It screams half-baked, but in an aggressive way. You know, it's like you feed the horse pink popcorn and Funyuns and pizza. You punched it because you're a jackass. So, and that's punching a police officer. So now you're out there probably in county for 6 months explaining your stupid story while, you know, fighting for a toothbrush. So, you know, whatever. Don't be an idiot. So I'm sorry if you came here and the city was a shithole, but I can't fix it. I'm leaving. I gave up. So can't be fixed. See you later. It's a toilet that keeps overflowing. I'm sorry. Yep. We're getting better, but apparently not good enough. Oh shit. No, yeah. So basketball's all you got in Portland, huh?
Yeah, but I don't pay attention to that. I like going to hockey when it's around.
Dude, let's go to some more hockey games. That shit, your team is amazing. It's like 8-1 or something. 8-0. 9-10.
And spank them. Just that was good.
When hockey team gets 10 goals, what the fuck are we watching?
Well, they were showing off too, man. They were fucking letting it rip. They were going for
We
it.
were gonna leave early. It was so bad. Like we were like, we shouldn't watch this anymore. This is rude.
And this is rude.
Yeah,
And weren't the
Portland's supposed to
tickets
be
like,
nice, but they threw a beat down.
and the tickets were like $11 or something like
Don't
that.
tell anybody, man. It's a secret. I need my $10 tickets. This is I live for shit like that. I really do. Like, what'd you do last night? I had fun for $10. Hello.
No, it's good. Yeah, man.
I did have a quick unfortunate topic. I don't think it's nothing too heavy, but something I've been picking up on through my staring into the abyss, the internet. So you don't really have anything to weigh in on this, I would imagine. But dating, yeah, the dating apps, all this, the women are frustrated. Okay. This has been going on for a little while. Basically what happens with a dating app is that if you're a dude, you pretty much don't match with anyone unless you have a dog and all that, you have the profile. But if you're a woman who has a pulse, you get everyone swipes right, everyone. So you have a sea of dudes to fish through. This is becoming daunting and exhausting for the lady folk. I'm sorry. I didn't do it. But in any case, someone, a young lady, decided that she was going to start basically like handing out resumes at Home Depot. So I think she was successful. It was a brilliant idea. She met a couple of guys. I mean, how could you not in a fucking Home Depot?
Resumes, what do you mean? Like,
She had it's something like she gave him a piece of paper and like something to the effect of like, if you meet these qualifications, reach out type shit. It was kind of weird.
Okay.
Long story short, without the resume bullshit, girls are now going, because of this girl's actions, more of the girls have been going specifically to Home Depot, not Lowe's, Home Depot. And a few of them.
You weren't using Lowe's or Home Depot as an example. You actually mean Home Depot.
Yeah, maybe because the letters of Home Depot and Tinder are the same color. That's where they started. I don't fucking know. But whatever the logic is, specifically Home Depot, there are reports that girls are actually walking up to the counter and asking what aisle the single men are in.
What?
I love how fucked up this place is. This is great. Front row seat to the freak show. Oh my god. What the fuck? Like serious, like they're seriously walking in like, excuse me, but what what are you supposed to do? Get on the intercom? Hello, yeah, we have a request for the single men aisle. Could Steve from the home goods department come on down here and help us out? Thanks.
I want that one. I want that one. Yeah, bring the ladder out. Like when you go to Home Depot and you have to get like a fan that's way on top of the 20-foot shelf,
Yeah. Right. And then the fan's up there like, no, I don't want that one. I don't want to go that. Nope.
Yeah. He sees her, he just runs and jumps off the top of it. No!
They're gonna set me up wrong. They're gonna cross my wires. No way. I don't want to be a part of this. She's gonna fuck it up. No. Listen, that's just funny to me. But it's an unfortunate thing. Dating is fucked.
It's important. It's unfortunate I had to throw a pin at you. Yeah, it's unfortunate for everyone.
It's unfortunate for Home Depot. It's like, I'm just trying to buy some fucking plywood. All right, lady. Jesus.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that there are single women out there that feel like they have to do that. It's unfortunate for single men that maybe are in that position. I don't know. It's silly. It's all bad for you. It might be time for us to all be done. You know what I mean?
It's just, to me, it's like, so one girl had a science experiment, got some likes, got some followers on whatever social media shit she subscribes to, and all these other people saw her pull it off, and they're like, oh, so Home Depot? It's just like, wait a minute. Pull back a little bit, broaden your scope. Okay. The lesson to be learned here, it's a real simple lesson. I think what this young gal figured out was you just walk into places where what you're looking for may be, in public where you feel safe, And if you see someone that you find to be interesting and they just appear to be single, you smile. That's really all you have to do as a lady. In all fairness, just smile at the fella. If they catch it, then if they don't understand what the hell the smile meant, then you could just keep fucking walking. They're not for you anyway. If you really want to punch it up, if you really want to hook them, say hello. Fuck! Imagine that. A smile and a hello. That's it. But social media has made us so fucking scared to get out from behind our screens that here we are. But women are actually like fed up. This is a fed up thing for women. For you to go into a Home Depot and ask what aisle the single men are in, you are fed up. You are tired of looking through all these profiles of all this horse shit and all these stupid lines these idiots wrote to try and get some ass. And you're looking in places where men are just trying to get some ass. Okay? Not really looking for anything serious. Check out the divorce rates. Check this shit out. It's not working. You want to meet someone for real? You meet them in real life. How do you meet them? You smile at them. And if they come up to you and say hello, you engage in conversation. If you didn't mean to smile at them, say, sorry, I'm taken. Go on about your fucking business. That's really it. How do I know all this? Well, I'll tell you how. Because this is what we did before the fucking internet. Hi, you're cute. Or if you didn't have any fucking balls, you wrote some really cool letter, you folded it in a really neat way, you colored the shit out of it all night long, and the next morning you gave it to the chick. She read it, threw it away, and then you went to someone else. That's how it's worked for me.
Yeah, I just like would just drink around the person for like 6 months and then realize, oh my God, it's been 5 years. And
I like that. You just drink around them. What does that mean?
it just means we've been together the whole time. We've
been at every party together for 5 years. We're dating.
Dating, I guess. I don't know.
I wish I could be. I want to see that happen. I want to study Alex in the wild.
It's very interesting and boring, I would think. It's everything.
But you've always had a lady ever since I've met you. Like, seriously, you're either going through it like a breakup or you're getting ready for the next one. That every time I've met you, that's what you're up to. So however you're doing it.
When we first got together, I was single. And then I started dating someone. And then yeah. After that.
Well, we were roommates and you were seeing someone, and then you started dating someone, and then you started dating someone else, and you do the thing. So I don't know how you casually drink around someone till they say yes, but it works for you.
Well, because if you're drunk enough, you think that's the same person.
Wait, what? So you've been in the same relationship for 20 years.
Yeah, they're just like they just look different all the time. I don't know.
Did you get a new vagina? This feels different.
Feels longer.
Who's your name again?
George. Huh?
Oh. Explains why you're so tight there, George. Yuck. Ugh.
Jokes to make jokes. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. I guess when you say that, I guess you're right, but I feel like I was single and didn't have girlfriends until I was like probably 22, 23. So I think you're right. Like you kind of met me when I was first started to date people. And then I kind of was dating someone and single for a year, and then dating someone, and then kind of like started dating people, and things got more serious. Dated that one person for a little bit, and then someone for 3.5 years, and then was single for a year, and then now I'm with Callie, and obviously this is the best relationship, and I'm unbelievably happy, and everything's great.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you're right, I guess.
All right. Well, here, how many of them did you meet on dating apps?
Nobody. I've never met anyone on a dating app. It's always just been like, cheers.
No, I'm saying, I'm just showing that. See, he didn't fucking. He's not that guy. I don't even think he's fucking had a dating app on his phone. Tons of porn, which I helped him download. But yeah, I mean, I've never known that man. Somehow he is funny, and I don't know. Hell, man, I had a picture of us years ago on a dating app together. I told you this story, and the girl said, "Hey, no offense, but can you introduce me to your friend?"
You never told me that.
You were seeing someone, but in any...
That really happened?
Yeah, man. Why do you think I look like an angry little terrorist on stage? I have my reasons. I've been at this shit for years. It's like, hey, you know what? Is your buddy single? Like, fuck you. Yes, he is. I don't know.
I didn't know that happened. That's
Cold-blooded, man. Fucking cold-blooded. The closest you've been on it in it to a dating app is on my fucking shared profile picture or some shit.
man, that's great. That is great. No, you should have been like, no, he's married to me.
You see the ceramic hand? That means we're married, okay?
Oh, that is fun. Oh, it was that picture, huh?
Mhm.
That's good. That I would look like a burly beast. Well, I am, but that's
Dude,
pretty fun.
women, I think women like things that are built for comfort. They don't want to be out there humping a fucking light pole that has splinters in it like me. They'd rather be hanging out with your squishy ass, and that's awesome.
Oh, that's funny.
It's fucking true. Like, I mean, whenever I hang out with any of y'all, they're like, "Who's that guy with?" I'm like, "Oh, he's with me." Like, is he okay? Like, yeah. Just don't do anything stupid. And he won't eat your face. That's fine.
oh man, that is so fun. I didn't. Uh, hate to cut the show, but I think we gotta get on the music because
Yep.
we're TikTok. We're getting there.
Yeah, Alex has a real job he's got to get to. So
Well, I mean, and just let alone this episode might be 2 hours if we don't make it. So,
he's going the distance. All
yeah.
right. So yes, on to music. Now that we've solved all the dating problems in the world.
Yeah, it's all fixed. You're welcome.
That's right. So last week, problem solved once again. Last week we spun the wheel, landed on Alex's name, and he had to pick one off the fly. He landed on the Swords album,
Used Future.
Used Future. That's right. So have you heard it before?
Honestly, I haven't heard it in its entirety. I was looking on my iTunes account because I think I was listening to The Sword, and then that album popped up to like a record, or I was listening to another band that sounded like them, and it popped up as a recommended album to listen to or whatever, and that's why I picked it, because I was like, I think I've heard that in passing or someone was playing it, but I never really listened to it.
Right.
And it's not a new album, but it's their newest album, 2018. So it's 5 years old or however much math is.
Right.
And so yeah, never really listened to it in its entirety. How about you? Have you listened to it before?
I've not heard that album. I am familiar with The Sword thanks to you from years ago, but that album, never heard it before.
What'd you think?
Wasn't if I'm being honest, some good tunes, some good songs, but not my favorite Sword record.
I feel similar. Yeah. It's good. They're very good musicians. They're very good at making the song sound pristine and clean, and they're very good at doing that live. They're very good at making, when you see them, have you seen them live?
No.
When you see them live, it's a double-edged sword when it comes to them. They are very, like I said, they are very good musicians. Everything is like perfect. It's like if they mess up, it's a micro tiny little speck of a mess up, and they only know it. No one else in the room knows it. They are so perfect, and then the music they play live sounds exactly the way the album does. But I feel like the example of them live rings true with this album. Them live, they sound amazing, but they are so boring to watch.
Huh.
It is they're just like, one guitar player that has long hair might kind of just go like this every once in a while, but like it sounds amazing. They're like, it's perfect how they sound, but They're incredibly boring. You could go into a dark room with your eyes closed, blindfolded with 2 eye patches on and a helmet on backwards, and listen to it, and it's just as good as you're seeing them live. It's like,
Huh.
like the only thing difference between seeing them live and listening to that record at home is it smells different because everyone stinks that goes to the metal shows. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing that's different. So, and I think it's true about this album. It sounds good. They play their instruments very well, and there's some good songs on there. But I think overall, I'd give it like a 6.5 to a 7.
I was thinking a 7. Yeah.
And I just that low of a score because I've listened to the Sword for years. I've seen them a bunch of times, and I like the Sword. But giving them I'm a fan of theirs, I got to give that low of a score because I think that they've done better.
Yeah.
But that being said, I think there's good shit on the album.
And that's what I was exactly. I would so just real quick like to do a quick background on them like we try to do for the bands. I only got halfway into the bio before we started, but they are from Austin, Texas. I know that much about them. That's about all I know. But do you know anything extra? Do you have any fun factoids other than the fact that they're, like watching paint dry live but sound amazing?
Not really. I mean, they came about like 2006. Other than that, I knew that they started. I thought they started in 2004, but 2006. So they started in the early 2000s ish, and I knew they were from Texas. But other than that, that's all I know about them, and that they're good musicians and they're slightly boring. That's about all I know.
It's not a bad thing to be slightly boring as rock star. I mean, that's kind of, it's like, hey, good for you. Your women probably trust you, so that's fun. But
well, I mean, hey, that's the thing. Is behind the scenes they might be fucking maniacs. I don't know.
Right? Maybe they're just tired from all the fucking they did before the show. Who knows?
All I know is a Sword show isn't that bad. If you're gonna go see the Sword, I would go see the Sword when they're opening for another band.
That's fair. I get
Because
that. Yeah, double down. Right.
Because then you're going like this instead of going like this. You're going like that instead of going. So
yeah, definitely like
they're a good build up. They're good. It's just not. You're just like, all right, yeah, that's cool.
yeah. By the last band of the show, I'd like to be like kind of like like getting moved. The music moves me type thing. But yeah. So I have to say there is one track on this album that I kept coming back to. Like every time it played, I went and checked and saw what it was to see if I already liked it or not.
Yeah.
So Sea of Green, that I love that. I really like that song.
No, that was a good one for sure.
I like that one a lot. Used Future is good. It's really it's more the playing. Like I honestly, like I don't go in for like some of the I don't know, just like the way he sings like use future. It's like you just like turn up. You just want to a little bit harder. Come on, just a little bit more. Like because they play. It's like they tease you. It's like I get it. Like he's singing it. He sounds really good, but sometimes it's like just throw it into fifth, man. Come on. But,
yeah.
Like
I do have to their defense. I do have to say like. They had 2 albums. There are 2 albums before this album. It's High Country and Low Country. It was kind of like themed, high, low country. And High Country was more of like a rock album and was kind of sounding a little bit like this. And then Low Country was like it was acoustic. And they were like
okay.
It's really good. So
makes sense. They're more of a rock band.
Yeah, it's more like they changed 2 albums before this album. You know what I mean? Like, so their sound was already changing. It's not like they were like a stoner metal band, and all of a sudden they flipped to whatever this is. So
they were progressively
changing. It was kind of like they kind of calmed down after, it's they it wasn't like a heavy It wasn't like a sudden flip. They kind of eased into it. So, but with out of those 3 albums, I would say that this one is my least favorite. You got to listen to the other 2. They're those are good. They're just different. They don't sound the way the Sword normally sounds.
Right. I mean, I give any band respect for that. I mean, look at the Melvins. You know, they've done acoustic records that sounded different from, you know, the Melvins,
Yeah.
but you know, either like it or you don't. I still like the Melvins.
Yeah, I mean, the albums they're fucking all over the place. That's a spaghetti sandwich. You don't know what you're gonna get. It's fucking insane. I've done that. It's a
Like
fucking
that spaghetti sandwich. Well, I will say, I just say, when I was listening to this record today, at the end of the album, when it ended, I was like, all right. I listened to Age of Winters. That album is fantastic, and the album that when you got me into them, I can't pronounce it, but how do you pronounce Apoc? The album Apios a Crypt. I don't know, man. Today, Junior.
You got it. That one.
Yeah, the
2012.
one with the fire creature, whatever it
Yeah.
is. I'm from 2012. Forgive me, I'm murdering the name. It starts with an A, ends with an N. Figure it out. But that was my favorite record.
I have a little funny story about that album. So I remember I showed you that album, and I remember we were driving to Portland when we were moving here. When we were moving to Portland, or it was like the first week or so that we were in Portland, and I put it on, and I was like, yeah, check out this band or this album, you know, and you didn't like it at first. You were, I don't know if you remember, but you're like, sounds like fucking Black Sabbath. Who cares? And you were like pretty dismissive about it. You're like,
right.
You're like, and then a little while later, I came home and you were listening to it, and I was like, I thought you hated this, and you're like, no, it's awesome. I was like, but this sounds like Black Sabbath, right? Who cares?
My roommate's a psychopath.
And what I learned is like, I think you just wanted to find it on your own. I think that's it, and that's normal.
It could be. It could be. Well, it's not that I wouldn't say that I wanted to find it on my own as much as it is like someone shows me something and they're like, "What do you think?" And you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. You're asking me for an impression right now. This is what I think of it."
I get
But
that.
just to be fair, if it wasn't for friends like you, and I wouldn't half the music I've been into.
Oh no,
I
right.
mean,
Same,
and it's proof because now, like I said, that's my favorite record of theirs. And the Age of Winters I just started listening to today. I like that one too. But yeah, you open the door. But I'm the kind of like person that's like, let me listen to this on my own in a dark closet with eye patches and a helmet on backwards, and I'll tell you how I feel. And that's exactly how it goes. I need to have that stoner personal experience with an album.
yeah.
Then I'll tell you how I feel. So yeah, I definitely like some of their earlier stuff for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They
Um,
still have some good jams. They can play their asses off.
oh well, that's the thing, is they're incredible musicians. Like, I think they're best being a studio band. I really think so. And I'm not trying to knock on them. I mean, who am I? I'm just a fat idiot in a room full of toys. You know, I don't fucking know anything.
That's a good name for something, man. Fat
Yeah.
idiot in a room full of toys. God damn it, that's a good. I'm a lover of good lines, and that was one. Fat idiot. Sorry, I can't.
A fat idiot in a room full of toys. I mean, what I
If
mean.
this was if I was watching the show, I'd pause it right now and laugh and rewind and listen to you say that again. He said
I'm
fat idiot.
self-proclaimed. That's what I am. That's who I am.
That's right.
But a little more about the album is the song I liked a lot was Deadly Nightshade, the second track. I like that one a lot because you're a guy that likes lyrics a lot, and there was a lyric in there that I liked, and I don't know if it means anything. I just thought it sounded cool. Feathered Serpent. That poor now I'm fucking now I forgot it. God damn it. Feathered serpent that pours its tears to make itself, or something like that. Fuck, I forgot it. Forgot the fucking lyric that I was gonna talk about. I haven't had it planned out in my head.
Here. It's right in the beginning. Deadly nightshade, poison hemlock, feathered serpent, born from teardrops, Some say she's crazy. To
That's cool.
others, she's wise.
Yeah.
It really is. It is a good jam. It really
It's
is.
yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Thank you for translating my idiocy. My fat idiocy. Um I love that lyric. I don't know really what it means. You could maybe read into it, but I think it just sounded cool and like pretty metal. It was pretty
Yeah.
rad.
Now he's that one. That's his lyric. It sounds that's a good song. It is. It is. He's it's very melodic the way he sings. It sounds really clean. Anything else? Any other songs?
Oh yeah, the Wild Sky, Sea of Green, the one you were talking about. Use Future's okay, and Come and Gone. I Come and Gone a lot, and
Mm,
they had two videos from this record. I don't know if you watched them,
I didn't
but
know that. I didn't know there was any.
they're kind of cool in a way. They're all they look like video games. Like they're the one Youth Future is like set in a old arcade. I forget the name of it, but it was like you're a cowboy kind of thing, and it's like it has each member of the band in the video game, and it's like an arcade style and all that, and it's pretty. That one's really cool, and they had another one, and it's also like made to look like a video game, and they're pretty cool. They're not crazy awesome music videos. It's kind of like it fits the way the album is. It's like it's okay, you know.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'll give this record a 7. Give it a
that's
7.
that's what I thought of it. Yep, same. That's the score that I've come up with. But to that being said, of course, like I said, we're not giving this like glowing reviews, but in any case, there are some good jams on it. And if you haven't heard The Sword and you like rock metal, I do recommend it. Give them a shot, see what you think. You know, dig into the albums, whatever you like. But they're definitely worth listening to. There's something in there for anybody who likes that kind of stuff, rock and metal. So
Yeah, totally.
yeah. Well, you want to do the wheel and get your ass to work?
Sure.
Cool.
I will say that I think Use Future is a decent record, and I think that if you're just looking for something that's familiar but kind of mellow,
Right.
I'd give it a listen, and I think it's worth it. Don't just because we're like, it's okay, don't listen to it. I think you definitely should, you know.
I would no. I mean, if please formulate your own opinions. We ain't nothing but a bunch of scumbags, so this don't mean shit. But I would say, like I said, I wouldn't have found that song. With fucking was it Sea of Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have found that if I didn't listen. I mean, not every album's a fucking gonna be a 10 out of a 10, but shit doesn't mean there aren't a couple of good cuts on there. So I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
hell yeah, dude. That never mind our bullshit. We're just being honest with each other. Fuck that. We're scumbags. It doesn't mean anything. Hi, I'm a piece of shit. I openly admit that right up front. I don't even play the fucking guitar, so I'm in no position to be telling anyone any of that shit. But I digress. All right. So some of these have been on here for a really long time. There's dust on them. And speaking of which, in the number 1 spot, we have Three from Hell, the soundtrack and the film.
Yeah.
Number 2, we have Tweakbird's self-titled record. That's Tweakbird. Number 3 is Alex's spot. Number 4 is Aretha Franklin's live record, Amazing Grace. Number 5, Kaleo, A.B. Number 6 is the Goo Goo Dolls, Chaos in Bloom. Number 7 is my spot. Number 8, Mastodon, Hushed and Grim. Number 9, Green Druid, At the Maw of Ruin. Number 10, Saint Vitus, Born Too Late.
Cool. Here we go. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
2?
2. I thought it was gonna land on me again. I was like, no, we're not doing that.
Tweakbird. We got a Tweakbird. So the album, the name of the band is Tweakbird. The album is self-titled. So we
Pretty
have
easy.
we'll tell you a little secret. We had a few episodes before we actually put our first ever episode out. So we've heard this album before. It's awesome, and that's why we're making sure we're doing an episode about it.
Yeah.
So, or that's in one of our shows. So check them out. Tweakbird, self-titled. That's
And
it.
I think let's just double check. I think it came out, was released 2010. I believe. Double check. Tweakbird. Yeah, 2010 it came out.
Gotcha. Yep. 2010 self-titled Tweakbird. Definitely on the rock side of things. Imagine that. But
Imagine that. Yeah, right.
well, hey, listen. We say this all the time, but yeah, we do have a lot of guitar rock shit on our list because you let us pick the damn music. So please, if you have anything you want to mix it up, I got Aretha Franklin on there. We got some other, we're trying to mix
Right.
it up, but you got some hip hop. I don't care. He doesn't care. Send it our way. We reviewed Poppy. I have nightmares. Okay,
Yeah.
send it our way. So please, you have a suggestion, Alex will tell you how to make it.
If you would like to make a suggestion for a band and an album, or a movie and a soundtrack together, you could go to Instagram, Titfu69, and DM us. Or the maybe preferred or popular way is go to YouTube and go to our channel. And on the most recent episode, in the comment section, you could leave your suggestion. So thanks for watching and listening, and we'll talk to you soon.
See you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.